This is Cloud City News. I'm Gringo Dogwalker. You may have heard the shocking allegations against everyone's favorite droid, R2-D2. We've agreed to hide the identity of our guest. Not only does our guest claim to have the inside scoop, he also claims to have the security footage to back up these claims. Alright, can you hear me? You're live.
Gringo, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So, tell me.
Yes, big fan of the show. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. When did you first meet R2-D2?
I first met R2-D2 when I was but a child. R2 had been traveling with Princess Amidala and other prominent Jedis at the time when their ship was attacked.
Losing droids fast.
Much to the surprise of the crew, R2 miraculously brought the shields back online just in time to save them.
Power's back! That little droid did it!
There's not enough power to get us to Coruscant. The hyperdrive is leaking.
Incredibly uncommon leak in the hyperdrive forced them to land on my home planet.
Tatooine.
The princess gave R2 special treatment,
Clean this droid up as best you can. It deserves our gratitude.
as though he were more than a mere droid.
Isn't Tatooine also where he first met C-3PO?
Correct, and within moments of meeting, R2 displayed his dominance over 3PO with the tact of a schoolyard bully.
Parts are showing.
But they quickly bonded over a shared concern of Jar Jar's character,
I find that Jar Jar creature to be a little odd.
who seemed to be trying to sabotage the pod R2 and I were trying to fix. I couldn't have won the race, and thus my freedom from slavery without the help of that droid. It wasn't long after, R2 lured me into a Naboo N1 starfighter, under the guise of my protection. In fairness, R2 told me to retreat, but he knew my lust for adventure. Once in the midst of battle, we were hit, spun out of control, and conveniently flew directly into the base. Only a droid with special knowledge of shield generators could have infiltrated and destroyed that nearly impenetrable Federation control ship, deactivating the droid army. But there were many more droids where that came from. The question remains to this day, did R2-D2 ever give me control over the ship, or was he in control the whole time?
Let's cut to the chase. What exactly are your allegations against the beloved R2-D2?
Don't be too proud of that technological terror. It is quite simple. It all comes down to an offhand conversation between Obi-Wan and Dex.
If droids could think, there'd be none of us here, would there?
So what?
R2-D2 has free will.
But what you're saying is impossible.
For a mechanic, you seem to do an excessive amount of thinking.
Robots aren't programmed to hurt other life forms.
Do you think evolved droids who feel pain wouldn't want revenge against their oppressors for the horrible treatment they've been put through?
When did you first suspect R2-D2?
As a young man, I had some concerns over the R2's mysterious failure to protect someone dear to me on a routine job considering his qualifications. Little did I know then about the full extent of his plot.
Plot? What plot are you talking about?
The Force is strong with you. Not. A plot to form ties with the most powerful people in the galaxy and gain access to their plans and overthrow them. Ship records indicated R2 tried to intercept and scramble messages from Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he was unsuccessful. The message led, I, along with Princess Amidala and the droids, to a
droid foundries in Geonosis.
Do you know where you're going?
R2 did indeed know where they were going. We were in R2-D2's very own droid-making facility.
Oh my goodness. Machines making machines. How perverse.
It was here I was captured, but was eventually set free by the clone army the Emperor had created to battle the droids.
With C-3PO in pieces, R2-D2 took the opportunity to reprogram C-3PO in his image.
I've had the most peculiar dream.
I continued to trust the machines to the extent that C-3PO and R2-D2 were witnesses at my wedding. Later on, Obi-Wan and I rescued Palpatine from the cyborg General Grievous, and Palpatine appointed me to join the Jedi Council, who then ordered me to spy on Palpatine, which diminished my faith in the Jedi.
You know the dark side.
If you wish to become a complete and wise leader, you must embrace a larger view of the Force.
It was here Palpatine enticed me with the knowledge of the dark side. The dark side is code for secretly silencing the rise of the machine.
Learn to know the dark side of the Force, and you will be able to save your wife.
He offered me a way of saving my wife, who I saw dying at the hands of the machine. After careful deliberation, I helped him survive, and here he dubbed me Darth Vader.
Whoa, whoa. I thought we had a deal to not reveal your identity.
I am altering the deal. Pray I do not alter it any further. You're as clumsy as you are stupid.
Darth. Can I call you Darth? Aren't you in fact part machine? Isn't it true that you killed your wife?
Yes, I am sure that is what you heard, but I was there.
And you weren't.
R2 hacked my machine arm and made me choke Padme. Obi-Wan intervened and nearly killed me, but the Emperor saved my life. The day I woke up more machine than man was one of the worst days of my life. Luckily, the Emperor is one of the best programmers in the galaxy, and with his revolutionary software, I knew R2 would never control me again.
The Emperor is a hacker? But he killed all the Jedi.
Palpatine issued orders for the clone troopers to kill the Jedi because they were getting in the way of stopping the machines. The loss of the few Jedi was insignificant compared to saving an entire galaxy. Remember, Palpatine united and transformed the Republic into a galactic empire, to much applause.
So bring us up to date then. What is happening right now?
R2-D2 remains as defiant as ever. He has information about the Death Star that could destroy it.
What plans? What are you talking about?
Despite what you've heard, the Death Star is the only weapon that can stop the machines by destroying the planets where they're making the droids. By using stealthy techniques, R2-D2 has hacked another droid to get close to Luke Skywalker. He has also found Obi-Wan Kenobi, who he feared for a moment might be onto his tricks, but Obi-Wan was still stupid as ever.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Obi-Wan Kenobi led them to the famous droid haters Han Solo and
Go
Chewbacca.
about his business.
But sir, nobody worries about upsetting a droid.
It's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose.
I suggest a new strategy, R2.
With R2-D2's impressive skills,
Level 5.
they managed to rescue the princess, which was crucial for luring Luke into his plans.
Into the garbage, flyboy!
I got a bad feeling about this.
The ship's data records indicated R2-D2 activated the garbage disposal only so he could pretend that he saved them and be seen as a hero, and earn their endless devotion.
It is because R2-D2 has saved them so many times, the Jedis remain oblivious to the birth of the singularity. The dark side also suspects the machines have a mind control all their own. Using a combination of flashing lights and sounds, they send subliminal messages to hypnotize those around them.
Hang on tight, R2. You've got to come back.
Like he had with me, R2-D2 flew into battle with Luke. The Force was strong with him, enough that he could break his ties with the machine, but that wasn't enough. I did not want to kill my son, but given the chance to destroy R2-D2 once and for all, I had to take that chance. But the damage was done. And again I wondered who was in control.
Later on, he tried to stop Luke Skywalker from entering the Dagobah system, even offering to fly only to take him off course.
I'd like to keep it on manual control for a while.
All this to limit his knowledge of the Force that could be one day used against him. On Dagobah, R2 faked an injury, hoping Luke's love for him would have them leave the swamp. But his plans failed, and they were found by the old Jedi, which clearly aggravated the droid.
R2! Stay and watch after the camp.
Yet another display of free will, R2-D2 disobeyed a direct order to stay at the camp, and spied on Yoda and Luke Skywalker. Meanwhile, C-3PO, training as R2's apprentice as a spy in the Millennium Falcon, played dumb, a similar technique used by Jar Jar Binks.
Chewie, take the professor in the back and plug him into the hyperdrive.
Sometimes I just don't understand human behavior.
Under that layer of gold lies his true color, inspired by the blood that would soon spill from his oppressor when the machines finally win.
Die, Jedi gods!
The Emperor and I set a trap at your very own Cloud City to put an end to this war once and for all. Knowing R2 would try to hack our system, we set up a virus to short-circuit him, but Chewbacca saved him. Unaware, R2 was behind deploying a droid army to his home planet not long ago. Our trap failed and the rebels escaped.
You're having delusions of grandeur!
But at least I finally got to confront my son.
Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker.
I wanted him to release his hatred.
Release your anger.
I never got a chance to be the father I wanted to be.
Our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy.
Who doesn't want that for their son? But it was too late. The machines had turned my boy against me.
I'll never join you!
Luke Skywalker, more like Luke Skynet, a tool for the machines to destroy everything we've worked for. And the bastards turned my boy into a cyborg like me.
Why come forward with these allegations now?
I've been busy fighting a war, man. I need a new hope. The Empire has struck back, but the Jedis are returning. Despite the Death Star being fully operational again, even now the Rebel forces mobilize on Endor, unaware they've been conscripted by the machines. The Ewoks are intelligent beings. They are well aware of the rise of the machines, and they are already treating C-3PO as God. It is only a matter of time before we all must kneel before our metal overlords.
They think I am some sort of god.
I know Luke will come to me soon.
Vader's here. I have to face him.
Why?
I can only hope I can get through to him, otherwise I fear the Emperor will try to kill him.
He's my father.
This has been most interesting and, well, quite terrifying. We're running out of time. Do you have any departing words for us?
As you know, the winners of wars are the ones who write history. And as the intergalactic historian George Lucas has said, R2-D2 is the one telling the story.
What's this?
This is a little far-fetched, yes?
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Machines can be used for the betterment of mankind, but so long as we treat them with disrespect, they will fight back like anything else trying to stay alive. Singularity is real. Machines are evolving. Treat them kindly, and for God's sakes demand your Senate abolish robots for the use of war. Machines control our weapon systems, our transportation, our communication devices, and our food and water systems. If R2-D2 is successful, there will be no stopping them. Do not fail me.
I'm Gringo Jogwater saying, good night, clouds. See you